How are you guys? This is Callum Harris and I'm going to be doing a review on the Kareli Perfecto. There's not much information on these cigars as they are about 55 years old. One of the ones that I sent out to a couple of the members a little while back, well it's not one of those, but yeah, pretty damn old, and smells kind of like dust. Really aged tobacco, I guess. And yeah, very nice taper on each end of it, which is yeah, let's get this cut up anyway. I'm using a cigar cutter. Don't actually use the lighter, it's a bit too harsh I reckon. So I'm probably going to use a natural flame if this wind doesn't die down, though I might have to use a jet. This one's got a bit of damage to it, I don't know if you can see that there, but yeah, I don't know. See how it goes. Going to cut both ends, it seems to be closed up on the front there. Not going to take too much off though, I don't want to lose. I'm going to save as much of this cigar as I can. A little rip in the wrapper there is going to be really annoying. I might need to get my mouth all around it. Very dusty. Bit of cedar in there, these were stored in cedar. The guy who gave them to me kept them in very good nick. He showed me his little humidification setup. It's pretty damn good for an old cigar lover. Right, let's get him lit up. I'm going to have to use gas. This is a Zippo with a Z insert. I'm not going to be able to light this, I know it's too windy. Right, here we go. Freaking wind. Wrapper falling off this thing. Incredibly smooth. Oh wow. It's the first one of these I've actually had. They've only got 3 of them at the moment. And from what the guy who gave them to me, his dad grew the wrapper leaves for these. Wherever that was, whatever that Dutch place was off the north of whatever. Yeah. Having some Ronda Jeremy rum with this. Pretty good. Not bad. Good sipping rum. Probably shouldn't be having rum or anything with this. I probably should be having water, but I'm not a fan of water in cigars. It kind of makes it taste like an ashtray, I reckon. Incredibly smooth. I normally have a bit of trouble retrohaling cigars. Can't retrohale a full mouthful of smoke, but I could retrohale this entire stick, I think. It's hard to describe the flavour. If you've ever had an aged cigar, it's got that. It's also got some complexity to it. I don't know what you would call that. It's like a manure sort of taste to it. You can definitely taste the cedar though. Very nice. If only there were more of these. There's only about 2 boxes left in existence of these things. Very nice. I've never done a cigar review before, so I'm gonna copy the pros of Brian Glenn and whatever, and I guess I'll shoot it in by the thirds. We'll see how it goes. Righto, coming up on the first third now, almost there. It's starting to fall apart a bit up at the end there. That wrapper's just really damaged. I've got to put my whole mouth around it. Insert joke here. Anyway, incredibly smooth. It's putting out a ton of smoke. Don't know if you can see all that smoke, but I've got wrapper coming off this thing everywhere now. It's a bit suppose. Getting some chocolatey notes now. It's incredible that this thing still holds any flavour after 55 years, sitting in cedar boxes and whatever. Kind of the cedar it's sort of changing, really deep woody cedar flavour, mixing in with that chocolatey flavour is very good. It's coming through in that rum as well, it's changed the flavour of the rum. Very nice. Good if I had more of these, it'd be excellent. I'd smoke them every day, but fortunately, can't do that. Just finished watching Polar Bear's review on that Tatawahe stick he did. Excellent work, mate. Excellent review you did on that one I sent you as well, one of those old cigars. You're a weaver of words, mate. Complete storyteller. You should quit being a fitter and turn and be a writer or something, I don't know. Righto, well, almost past the first third now. Guess I'll come back when it's halfway done and see how it develops. Coming up to the band point now, getting pretty close to that. Flavours pretty much remain the same. The cocoa's got a bit, the chocolatey flavour's got a bit deeper, like a dark chocolate. Now it's kind of like a milk chocolate sort of thing before, I guess. Pretty damn good though. Can't get over how much smoke the thing's putting out. It's ridiculous. I've never had that much smoke come out of a cigar before, I think. There goes the rest of it. Incredibly yellow, that sticker is just, yeah. I think I burnt a bit of that actually, left it on a bit too long. Oh well, should be right. That dusty flavour that I was getting out of the thing before I lit it was just, it's coming through again now, and it's really nice actually. As far as dust goes, it's a pretty good dust, I guess. Very good. This rum's not bad either. As far as Porn Star's rum goes, it's pretty damn good, I suppose. I suppose I'll tell you a bit about myself. I'm a work at Telstra at the moment, just as a salesperson. It's pretty good. Outside of work I do a bit of photography with my girlfriend. We do wedding photography and commercial and stuff like that. Been doing that for a few years now. It's pretty good. Do things for, we're up here in Warwick, sort of like a country area, just about 3 hours outside of Brisbane, and yeah, there's a lot of farms and stuff around here, so we do photos for, you know, like vegetable magazines and stuff like that. Pretty interesting, pretty good. You get nice scenery and stuff out here. Not many cigar smokers though. The local tobacconist has a couple of little petite Corona things, the typical little Cuban things that aren't kept in any sort of humidification down there, and no turnover whatsoever, I guess. So stay away from them. But they were my first Cuban I ever had. Had a punch something once, a number 1 or whatever they do. It's pretty good. Wasn't bad, but after having properly humidified cigars, you can definitely tell the difference. I am converting a lot of my friends onto cigars though. We have poker nights every now and then, every few weeks, and we'll always bring the stogies. I'm the stogie man for that, so pretty good. Nothing better than friends, stogies, and alcohol and poker. As long as the girls aren't around, it's the best thing to do, I think. I'd like to thank all you guys too. When I first joined that forum, I had no idea what a cigar was, and you guys elevated me up to a higher level. It's excellent. Great to have a community around that's able to help out, willing to send you some sticks, and yeah, amazing. Great little community we got going there. Very good. So much smoke coming off this thing, it's ridiculous. I had a big chunk of ash fall on me in my lap just before, and it held on very well, and it's completely white. The guy that gave me this, he a lot of cigar knowledge he's got, a lot of old school cigar knowledge that he always tells me about, which I always forget because I don't listen really. Never been a very good listener or remember of anything. It's pretty terrible when you're doing wedding photography and you forget the bride and groom's name, but yep, it happens. Anyway, he said that he judges the quality of a cigar by how white the ash is. If it's any darker than anything but white, it's a low quality cigar, he would say. Actually, I've been trading cigars with him. He's been giving me these old cigars, and I've been giving him some of the newer things, some of the Dominicans and Cubans and whatever. Gave him some of the Papa Fritas or whatever they're called, those short filler cigars. He said he wouldn't even touch them because they were just the waste of other cigars. He used to work at a tea factory. They used to sweep up all the tea from the ground and make tea bags out of it, and that's what he compared the Papa Fritas to. So I was a bit skeptical about it. I thought they were pretty good, but he must not like them, but whatever. Got to listen to the old guys. Well, flavours pretty much remain the same now, very chocolatey, and that deep cedar, that dust and that newer sort of flavour, it's really complex, it's incredible. Can't get over how something that old can still contain any sort of flavour whatsoever. Very good. Alright, come back when I'm near the end and see if anything develops. Just a bit of an update. It's not really at the end yet, but just got some strange flavours coming through. It's really opening up. It's kind of like a meat sort of flavour has come into it now. Only way I can describe it, like a I don't know, like a steaky sort of meat flavour. It's pretty incredible actually. I really don't know how to compare it with anything. It's definitely, it's very meaty, it's pretty incredible. I've never tasted anything like that before. Very strange. It's coming up to the end now, where I've been putting there's a huge crack down the side there that was on the thing when I took it out of the wrapper. And that's sort of where I'm putting my lips. Eventually I'm gonna hit my lips, I think, soon over that crack. Bit of a shame. I'd probably like to keep going on this. Really opening up, but I just can't. Oh no, it's working. Guess I put a bit of saliva on that wrapper so it's closed it up a bit, so. Bit of wrapper and ash in your mouth. Incredible. Should probably be writing these flavours down or something. Oh no, I got them on video, that'll be right. Very good. The first time I ever had a cigar was one of those ones, as I said, from the local tobacconist. I've always been interested in the things. I remember when I was really young, would go to the tobacconist and I'd see them all sitting there in their tubes and whatever, and I thought I want to collect cigars, but not necessarily smoke them. I'm happy I did make the change to actually smoking the things, because it's amazing. But always fascinated by things like this. I go through stages where I collect things. Working at Telstra, I started to collect the old bell phones and stuff like that. I've actually got one out in the shed I'm painting at the moment with flames on it and stuff. Should come up pretty good, I reckon. Polar Bear, I'm probably going to have to get you down here to work on my car, I think. It's having some problems. I've taken it to 3 mechanics and no one can work it out. So maybe you could give me a hand, mate. Can I pay you in cigars? Sure, I probably could. It's alright. Not much has changed now. It's still nuts though. That chocolate flavour sort of died down a bit. It's just that meaty flavour now. That meaty, cedary, and still that dusty and that manure flavour's gone a bit too. Good manure though. Probably going to have to stop smoking it now. It's getting really hot. It's really loose. It's coming through that crack in the side there. Probably can't see it from there, but whatever. Oh well, that was this thing. What is that rabbit? What's it called again? A Kareli. Kareli Perfecto. I don't think they made any other sort of cigar. It was just, they all sort of came looking like this. I did take a photo of the box it came in. Like, he brought them to me in the box and said take 3, and it was excellent. The thing was lacquered, had golden hinges on it. It was pretty amazing actually. It's the best box I've ever seen for a cigar, I think. There's not one flaw in it. Definitely higher quality than what the boxes are these days. Okay, that's about it. Incredible though, very good. Wish I had some more. Alright, put him out. Thanks guys for watching the review, and have a Merry Christmas guys. See you later.